And there's a few different ways of thinking about this. First way to start thinking about it is in absolute money that you're making, okay? Absolute money that you're making. So if I've got a product that retails for, say, $40, let's say it's retailing for $40, and out of that $40, I've got 25, 25, 25. So I've got 25% of it, $10. Well, that's the cost of the product and the packaging and the cost for me to get it into the country, for instance. Okay. Another $10, 25% would be the cost of shipping it to my customers. So whatever that packaging costs, shipping and handling charges, FBA fees, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Another $10. Oh, and I'd include in that Amazon's commissions as well. You can include in that. Another $10 would be the marketing costs, the cost for instance, Amazon PPC or Google AdWords, Facebook ads, whatever it may be. Okay. So $10 for that. Good rule of thumb. Leaving you with $10 or 25%. Okay. Now, are you interested in the $10 or are you interested in the 25%? Well, it depends. And it depends on how expensive the RRP of the product is, because those same kind of things apply to a $100 product all of a sudden mean that that's $25 on those same ratios, and the bottom line for you. Okay. So $25. But if my metrics and my ratios were a little bit different and I was only making 20%, then I'd be making less from a ratio point of view, but more, I'd be doubling the amount of money I'd be making from $10 to $20. Okay. So that shit's important. You don't get to spend ratios, you get to spend money coming into your bank account. Okay. So that's the first thing, at least at a high level, to think through. It's a very, very good argument for why you sell products at the top end of the market, higher priced products. Okay. So is that element of it. But you can also have as well total money made, $40 product, $10 in profit coming to you, 10 sales per day, $100 coming into your bank account. Thank you very much. Okay. You can also have that. But you could also have $20 selling price, $5 in profit, but making 100 sales per day. Well, that's now $500 coming into your bank account. I'll take that every single day, over $100 coming into my bank account. Okay. So there's that to consider too, sales velocity of the product. So where does that leave us? Well, for me, what's ultimately the best way of thinking about it, and this is something I got from Warren Buffett. Okay. So this is not my shit. This is Warren Buffett's stuff. Okay. Is to look at every one of the products that you sell kind of like you would look at a stock. So we have a finite amount of money and a finite amount of time that we can dedicate to the pursuit of entrepreneurship and the pursuit of profit making in our e-commerce businesses. And so what you need to do is think about the amount of money that you're going to be investing in that particular product stock, and then look at that from a actual rate of return monetarily that you will get from that. Okay. And the question to ask yourself is, can you beat that somewhere else? Can you make, with that same amount of money that you're going to invest in and that same amount of time that you're going to invest in, can you get a better return in absolute financial money in your bank? Can you get a better return somewhere else in some other product, for instance? If you can, then clearly you should You should absolutely change and sell the new thing. If you can't, then you have to carry on selling the same thing. So what is the solution to that? It's to look at the numbers of your business, think about it not just in terms of and here's where it gets a little bit more complicated, not just in terms of what it's going to make for you in the short term. I'm going to put $5,000 into stock, and in 90 days time, I should get my $5,000 back plus another $5,000. That's typically what these businesses do. You should also look at it in terms of, though, well, what is the product itself? What's the lifetime value of the product? Does that product get bundled together with other things? That means I sell other things in the product. So you've got to think about it in like as a whole within your business. But if you're just selling one product, it's much, much easier to do. For me, though, I look at the things that I sell and I conceptualize them as stocks. And I ask myself if I could get a better return in a different stock for the same money invested. And that's been useful for me as a way of taking it out of my fucking lizard brain and putting it into just a rational, like, here, let's just look at the numbers. Here's what's going on in the actual business. That's been really useful for me. So give that a try. That was a video from my regular Monday night session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of e-commerce professionals right around the world, making sales on Amazon, on eBay, on Shopify, all sorts of different places, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. There's 2,500 members and growing. We're actually the fastest growing community of e-commerce professionals in Australia right now. If you'd like to find out more about what we do, and also come and join us, of course, then get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link for that is in the description, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.